Hey guys, so this is actually a trip to Fort Kochi and it's full of attractions. On this short trip, the places we'll be visiting include some Mattancherry Palace, which is what y'all are seeing right now. And after this, we'll be visiting some famous churches, including the church where Vasco da Gama was buried, and he was a famous explorer. And this video will also include the largest shrine in all of Asia. And after that, we'll be visiting Jewtown and some restaurants along the way. And yeah, hope y'all enjoy. By the way, this is Mattancherry Palace. So this is the Mattancherry Palace, and it was originally built by the Portuguese in 1555, and later it was renovated by the Dutch, which is why it's also called the Dutch Palace. The Mattancherry Palace features Kerala murals depicting portraits and exhibits of the Rajas of Kochi. The palace was constructed by the Portuguese in the mid-16th century, sometime around 1555. It was also presented as a generous gift to the King of Kochi. Many sources mention that it was mainly built and gifted to the king as a goodwill gesture to secure trade privileges between them. In 1663, the Dutch finally took over and they conducted some extension and major renovation works in the palace. At that time, the kings of Kochi used this palace as royal residence for around 2 centuries and held significant rituals and functions like the coronation ceremony. It was then declared by the government of India to protect and secure the palace in 1951, and the present form of the museum as it is now was fully set up in May 1985. And yeah, so y'all can finish seeing the rest of the museum, just a bunch of pictures, and yeah. And after this, we'll be seeing many churches around the Fort Kochi area, and this will include the largest shrine dedicated to Saint George, also known as Edappally, and after that we'll be seeing the church where Vasco da Gama was originally buried. And yeah, stay tuned for all those things, and yeah. So what you're seeing now is actually called the St. George's Syro-Malabar Foreign Church, locally known as the Edappally Church. This is actually Asia's largest shrine to St. George, and about 5 million people visit it each year. And this church is actually thought to be founded in 593 AD and is regarded as one of the oldest churches in Kerala. Now we are at St. Francis Church, which is where Vasco da Gama was buried. And this is actually in Fort Kochi, in the city of Kochi in Kerala. And this is actually where he was first buried because he was later taken to Portugal by his family in 1539. So this is the Santa Cruz Cathedral Basilica, also known as Edappally, at Fort Kochi, Kochi, and it's one of the 9 basilicas in Kerala. It's counted as one of the most heritage buildings of Kerala. And this church is one of the finest and most impressive churches in India, and is visited by tourists the whole year around. And it's a place of devotion as well as a center of historic significance endowed with architectural and artistic grandeur and colors of the Gothic style. So now we are in Jewtown, also known as the historic Jewtown, and it's the heart of the once thriving Cochin Jewish community, and it's known for the old world charm and 16th century Paradisi Synagogue. And around the synagogue there are many quaint shops around Synagogue Lane, and there's Jewtown Road, which sells many antiques, carvings, and vintage collectibles, along with many crafts from Kerala and aromatic spices. And it also has laid-back outdoor cafes and artsy eateries in some heritage buildings, which serve local specialties and Western fare. And yeah, this is actually basically around the Jewish town road. And after this, you'll be seeing the actual synagogue, which this is all built around. And even to this day, there are many Jews that go to the synagogue. And yeah, this is the synagogue. Hey guys, so now we finally reached the Paradesi Synagogue, also known as the Cochin Jewish Synagogue or the Mattancherry Synagogue, and it's a synagogue located in Mattancherry, Jewtown.
The Paradesi Synagogue is one of the oldest active synagogues in the Commonwealth of Nations, located in Kochi, Kerala in South India.
It was constructed in 1568, and it's one of the 7 synagogues of the Malabar Yehudan people, or the Cochin Jewish community in the Kingdom of Cochin. So this portion of the video is actually the museum which is near the Jewish synagogue, and it basically talks about like the rich history and the cultural etiquettes in this region. And once again, this is the India's oldest synagogue, so they just made this museum just to preserve that and talk about it. So this is the Kasi Art Cafe, and it's one of the most beautiful cafes in Kochi, and it caters foods, and it's actually an art gallery inside of the restaurant. Hey guys, and now we are at the Kerala Kathakali Center, and it's an authentic performance of the major classical Indian dance in Kerala called Kathakali. The name itself means story play, and it's a genre of art. It's distinguished by the elaborately colorful makeup, costumes, and face masks that the traditional actors or dancers wear. The purpose of the Kathakali theater is to tell stories through the medium of dance. So this is basically the end of our Fort Kochi trip. We really enjoyed it, had a lot of fun, and there were many fascinating experiences. And yeah, really enjoyed the trip, and thanks for Adna Chachad for bringing us there. And yeah, that's basically it. And then this is basically like a slideshow of things we did and some of the foods that we ate. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed, and see y'all later. Bye guys.